G'day fellas, got a unboxing video for you today. Before I continue, if you watched the Hemet video that I've just uploaded not too long ago, you would have heard me talk about at the very start of the video that I'm going through my stash and I'm just going to show you pretty much all my kits that are worth showing, because I'm just getting bombarded with questions and requests that they want. People are asking me what's in my collection, what's in my stash, because you can always see it in the background, especially when I'm doing my live streams and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm slowly going to go through my kits. If you want to see more videos like this, it doesn't have to be brand new kits. That's what I'm trying to do, because I know that you can still get a lot of old kits, especially when you go to the second-hand, like your Facebook pages. Doesn't matter where you are around the world, because they're all over the world where you buy second-hand kits, whether on eBay or something like that. But this will be a good chance for you guys to have a look at some old kits before you decide whether you want to buy it or not. Okay, and whether, especially some of these kits like this, I know, like I've been told that this kit runs for about $100 in some cases, but I did pick this up for $40 at a swap meet a couple of years back at an IPMS event. But if you want to see more of these videos, feel free to comment down below, and remember to hit the like button if you do like these types of videos, because that way I know you guys want to see more. If you don't want to see these videos, give it a thumbs down. It's whatever, your choice is yours, guys. So you just let me know what you guys want to see, and make sure you hit the subscribe button as well, so you can see more of these videos. But what we got in front of us here is a GUNZE SANGYO, or SANGYO, depends on how you say it. One of their multimedia high-tech models. It's a Panther Off G, KFZ 171, 135th scale, and I haven't opened this kit for maybe about a year and a half, so maybe 2 years since I bought it. So I'm actually having a look at the kit for the first time in quite some time, and I have never put this kit on a video, so I thought I'd show you. This would be a perfect opportunity to show you guys. So front of the box, okay, it shows you very old style. This is a 1987 kit, I believe, by memory. So yep, down the bottom here you've got 1987, so work that out, guys, depending on what year it is that you're watching it, whether you're watching not 2018, 2019, or 2017 currently, but this is a 1987 kit, guys. It's pretty old, so we're going to have a look at what this kit is like back then compared to today's stuff. Not much to show you on the back. On the top there's a representation of what this kit can look like when you paint it up and build it, and on the bottom, and just a bit of information about the Panther G, right, and some in Japanese in there. It also tells you on the bottom here there are white metal parts, photo etch parts, brass turned brass, there's a barrel, plastic, and it just gives you a run through. So if you want to pause the screen, it actually tells you what's included in all white metal, photo etch, and things like that. So I'll just leave this here for a couple of seconds so you can pause the screen and just have a little read. Alright, and the two short sides of the boxes are pretty much the same as the top, but without the description or anything like that. So you're basically getting that on the short side of the box. Right, so let's have a look, crack it open. I do believe that this kit has been started. Very minor stuff though, so when I did open up the kit and I asked the bloke, can I have a look inside the kit, and it has, I think, only, it's very minute, like it's almost an unstarted kit. Okay, so you can see how it's packed, instructions, and all these little boxes are included like that. So you're just basically picking it all out, and inside the box is black and the styrene, so it's, you can see how old it is. It's actually starting to yellow in some parts, or maybe that's just the plastic, but inside's white and the top's all yellowy. But once you put primer and all that down, you're not even going to see it. So I'm going to chuck this to the side for a second, and we're going to go through instructions. Okay, there's a bit of paint on the box. On the this isn't a brand new kit, so if you're only just watching now, this isn't a brand new kit, it's a second-hand kit. So black and white instructions. Okay, so it's alright. So we do have a parts list here, metal parts list, other parts list. Okay, so they're all numbered and described. So left toolbox, center access hatch, etc., etc., and they're all labeled here. Alright. And step 1, we have lower hole, wheels, swing arms, okay, drive sprocket, and the idler wheel, and D-shackles, and everything else. Okay, step 2, wheel setting B, so it says wheel and etc. setting A. Alright, so okay, so these are the outside wheels going on. Rear paddle assembly, I like how they say do all this, so that way I can sort of half tell you what it is. Aluminium rod measurements. We've also got colour call-outs in here as well, so you're going to have a look. And then we've got some things in distance, so it looks like it's a screw, maybe. Okay, but we'll have a look once we get in the box. Okay. Alright, so looks pretty busy. And I've been told, have spoken to, I think, talking to Mike Cohen about this kit a few months ago actually, and he says, yeah, just be careful when I build this because there are some inaccuracies when it comes to scale. If you put it up to one of today's accurate Panthers, it's going to look all big. I can't remember exactly what he said, whether the turret was too big or was too long or something, so it's not completely accurate. So if you're a rivet counter and it has to be perfect, yeah, this isn't a kit for you. But if you just want to build a kit for the sake of building a kit and having a bit of fun with it, now you might want to give these one of a try. Or if you're just a collector, this will be something to have as well. Okay, so we got all the fenders. Looks like PE fender that you got to bend here as well. Hatch and etc. Setting. I don't know why they say setting. It's just so looks like the travel lock. So this Panther does have a travel lock system on it. Loader, or machine gun and driver's hatch. Looks like we got the rear hatches on the back here with PE, and we got antennas on here. It does set P8 or P9 at your own choice, so you do get two options, and same on the other side. Okay, we've got more handles, and I like this too. Okay, so it tells you actually the length of the handle and the height, so these would be good measurements to have if they're accurate. I don't know, guys, I don't quote if they're accurate, but if you are going to scratch build your own handles on other Panthers and stuff, these will be good numbers to have. You just have to double check. I'm not the guy to ask, because when it comes to exact measurements and that, I have no idea. And then we've got all your side details, like your shovel, your track clamps, and we also have tool clamps, spare track links. Okay, but that goes on here, shovel, see, and etc. setting. Yeah, your intake covers on step 9. So step 11 is left side fender, and step 13 is the same, right side fender. So that's pretty much normal. Make the skirt by yourself with availability shown fine. So I'd have to double check. I don't think you get the side skirts. If you want the side skirt option, you're gonna have to make them. Mr. Plastic Plate has the following picture. So there is a full size scaled of the side fender. Okay, so that gives you an option to cut them out, measure it up, and build your own, I think. Okay, we're going to go through the instructions. If they're not in there, that's what you're going to have to do. But it does say make the skirt by yourself. Okay, so there may be a bit of scratch building involved. Hammer and hatchet and etc. settings. Okay, so step 12. So we've got all your tool clamps and everything. This is the busy side. Tow cables, and does say 1 times 150mm piece of wire. So So we've got H8, so you may get this in a piece of plastic, bit of styrene, and then or it gives you the option to use a steel one. Whether this stuff's in the kit, I can't remember, guys, seriously, so we're going to have a look inside when we crack the rest of the box open. And step 13 is the Fender. Same again, it says make the skirt by yourself, 0.3mm plastic plate as following picture. Turret assembly, cupola as well, so you got track links, you got more grab handles with some measurements, so you're going to scratch build your own handles, which is pretty cool. I like this, how they tell you to do that. If you're starting to get into scratch building, sort of like what I'm doing a little bit, it's good practice. It does give your vehicles more detail. It just looks nice when using metal grab handles instead of plastic ones. So yeah, there's a turret, and then we've got gun assembly, machine gun assembly. So you've got the barrel and all that there. Barrel setting position. Okay, so nice little diagram that shows you where the barrel should be sitting. Got the muzzle brake, machine guns, and this here you're gonna have to bend some more wire. Okay, so once again we'll go through the kit and see what we actually get inside the box. Assembled track is shown. Steel, need 83 tracks on one side. Okay, so these are Indie Link tracks. Alright, smack the tracks on, and then we got some advertising for Mr. Hobby products. Okay, on the back, tool sets, metal primer, low viscosity. Alright, so there's just some stuff there, and there's obviously some of the other kits in there in this series. So we've got a Jag Panther, and we've also got a Panther Kampfwagen 3, I think. Yep, off J. Alright, so that's there. That's the instruction book, guys. And so now let's get cracking into the box. Alright, so we got the two turret halves, and they do, just by slapping them together like that, they do fit together quite well. But unfortunately there is a tiny gap at the front, but who knows, later on during construction that may fill up. So if I show you there's a little bit of a gap there, but you remember this kit's pretty old, guys, so you can't be too picky with it. And I can't complain either for 40 bucks. So try buy a Panther for 40 bucks today with this much stuff in the kit. So there's your turret halves, and so the turret halves your hole, but I don't know if you can see that. Just seems, maybe that's just the light, but it just seems a little wonky there. Maybe it's just the light. Okay, don't know, but anyway, we got tracks. Okay, all these little sprues of Indie Link tracks. It's not too bad, I don't mind that. Not too much cleanup, only like 3 points per track, so doesn't seem to be any flash or anything like that. Check the pin marks. Wow, there are none. Okay, so there are no ejector pin marks on the tracks, just except we could cut them off, and that's going to be the only cleanup you're going to have to do. So that's what you get. You get road wheels. The road wheels are pretty nice, detailed on both sides, except for these ones here. So, but you'll glue these by the looks of it. These will be glued together with that. So there is a male pin and there is a female socket there that goes in there. So you'll be gluing those together to make the one wheel. But they look pretty good. Okay, here's the turret, guys. So we got the turret. Okay, so we got the bottom, then we got the top, and they fit together like so. There are like weld marks on here where the plate torch cuts as well, marks. The recess lines are very nice. Okay, there are. Okay, I'm not too worried about what I've been told about accuracy. Okay, all I'm showing you is the detail on this model, and so far, just by slapping these two parts together, seems to go all right. That looks a little bit weird how it goes together like that, but you know, when it's on the vehicle like so, yeah, you're not really going to be able to tell, because you're not going to lift it off and go, oh, that's wrong. It's like that. So we'll see how that goes one day when I do get to build it. Whether I ever do get to build it, we don't know, but I'm just showing you how it is. But so far, it's nice. Okay, detail wise, it's nice. Alright, so we've got some foam here with some sewing pins in here. What they're for, I don't know. They might be with the tracks. Don't know yet, but I mean, you just don't get this in today's kits, guys. This is what blows me away, and this is why I want to show you. It's especially to your young modelers, the guys that are only coming into it, like the 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds that are coming into it, that are watching this video, even younger. You don't see this in today's kits. They need to be bringing stuff back like this. Okay, and we've got a couple of sprues in this little bag here. So it looks like they hatch covers. Looks like part of the mantlet, maybe. Okay, and then we've got the rear back of the turret. Okay, we also have PE. Okay, now that is nice for a Panther. That's what I'm saying, like multi. See, we've got like multicolored PE on here, so some are brighter than others, which is really cool. I really like this. I was very impressed when I first pulled this PE sheet out of the kit. Got the grill covers. Alright, so if you really want to have a look, I can try to show you like that. If I bring in too close, you won't be able to see it. But that is the PE sheet there. Very impressive. And here's all your wire. Okay, so okay, here you go. So they give you all the wire in this kit, and it's all nicely taped together. So we've got your tow cables, and we've got all these different widths of sizes of wire for your grab handles and things like that. So that is also a nice touch that you get in this kit. Okay, so we're going to open up the 2 boxes left, which is these 2 little white boxes. And inside, this was label number 2, and this don't know if it's label number 1, but we'll open up the other one without the number 2 on there. And inside this box, these aren't aftermarket, guys, all this stuff is in the kit. Right, so it looks like, and this is what makes me tends lead me to believe that this kit has been started. I'm not too sure, but when I opened up the box, okay, so these are, maybe it's just started the tracks, and I'm not too sure, but you got a metal drive sprocket, okay, with very nice parts in here. Alright, so I'm going to lay all these parts out, and I am going to zoom in just a little bit, guys, so you can see. So just, alright, so we've got some metal drive sprockets. We have tracks. Now these, by the looks of it, guys, these tracks will be workable, okay, so, but they do come apart pretty easily. So if you want to build them and then glue them down where needs be, and then where the, okay, so they're not workable, they just click together like so, and then you have to glue them down, okay, but other than that, they're quite nice. I can't complain here, guys. It's the detail on the, even on the cleats down here, quite nice, very crisp, very sharp, okay, when it comes to the details on the track. Okay, so there's just an example of what the tracks look like when they are assembled. Okay, in the bag, that's what's in this bag here. Okay, so we've got the other drive sprocket, more tracks. So I think the guy, previous owner, has started the tracks, but you know, that's it. That's all that's been done. A few of the tracks have been started, none are damaged. I don't know. No, I don't think he's even started them. It's just, these are in the track, so this is a completely unstarted kit. This, because I can't see where he's clipped them off, well, unless he's cleaned them up really well. Okay, so if you guys out there got this kit, comment down below, has the guy started the kit, or is this how they come in the bag? I don't know, I've never seen one that's brand spanking new off the shop, so, but let me know, I'm curious. And if Mike, and if you're watching this, Mike Cohen, if you're watching, feel free to comment down below too, because it's bugging me. It's bugging me. Alright, so that there. Alright, what else we got in here, guys? We got some PE fenders that are already bent, so okay, no, you don't have to bend any of this up, so all these are ready to go. So we've got the PE benders, PE front fenders already bent, ready to go, which is awesome. We have a white metal cupola. We have a brass barrel, okay, and white metal mantlet, plastic, okay, so there's plastic inside, so so that's that, and then inside looks like empty bag, so it looks like some of these parts may have been started for some reason. Right, so we'll just throw that back in the box, and then we have some more white metal parts, okay, in there. We have some screws, and looks like the bow gun, the white metal handle for the jack, looks like the travel lock system there, part of it, looks like it anyway, don't quote me on it. Yep, so all these tiny white metal, you are going to need super glue when assembling this. All tiny white metal parts, okay. We got white metal shovels. See, this is cool. You don't, as I'm saying, you don't get kits like this today. You know, wish they'd give you white metal stuff. White metal shovel. What's that? Don't know. Some looks like little caps or something. Maybe a fuel cap or oil cap or something like that. I'm not too sure. You got track clamps in here. You got metal ends for the toe. For the tow cable, which is very nice, and there's not even flash on here, so if you guys remember the old Citadel white metal figures that I did used to paint Warhammer, guys, so that's as well we're referring to. Remember the white metal parts had flash hanging off everywhere. These do not have any white metal flash on these parts whatsoever. I mean, look inside the box, guys, it's just chockers with white metal. It's just like, I'm going to keep showing you. Okay, so we got more of these. They should, like hooks, looks like yeah, hooks. Yeah, I can't really see what else these are. Some of these parts are very tiny. I'd have to go back into that parts list at the start where all the parts are labelled, but some of these parts are tiny. Looks like we've got a fire extinguisher. Oops. Okay, so yeah, fire extinguisher. Another bag. So we've got D-shackles. So this is what I'm more used to seeing with the old Citadel miniatures. It's almost like a cut off. So there is going to be a bit of cleanup, so we are going to need a metal file when you're cleaning. And just be careful, I don't know if these are lead or not, but just be careful when you're cleaning. Just wash your hands, or wear gloves when you're sanding this back. Kit being yourself, they are lead parts, it can be toxic. Okay, so we got all these parts here, which is the machine gun. So your machine gun's made of metal. Bolt cutters. Some weird long bit here, I don't know what the hell that is. Yep, no idea. This is static crank. You got fuel tanks. metal jack, and deck grills. Okay, even got like fans for the radiator, which is pretty cool. Alright, so they fit, so the fans here actually fit underneath here, so it's a nice detail. I like that, I really do. And then parts of the front dry sprocket, multi-piece as well, which is cool. So I'd say they're workable. So you get workable dry sprocket. And parts of the front machine gun. So they got metal front hatches for the driver and the machine gunner. And then the last bag, we've got a metal hammer, an axe, and rear light, tail light. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. That's everything that's in the box. As you can see, the box is completely empty. So there's a look at a very old kit in my stash. If you liked the video, yeah, give it a thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're not. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said earlier, if you want to see more videos like this, feel free to comment and give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day or night wherever you're watching around the world, and I'll catch you in the next video. So catch you later, guys. Have a good one. Bye bye.